polished mahogany box seemed to glow in the evening light. Its brass fixtures glinted red. I hated how beautiful it was. Death shouldn't be beautiful. The crew loaded it into the hearse, then transferred our luggage to the back seat. We didn't have much. Meg's backpack and mine, my bow and quiver and ukulele, and a couple of sketchbooks, and a poster board diorama we'd inherited from Jason. I signed some paperwork, accepted the flight crew's condolences, then shook hands with the nice undertaker who handed me the keys to the hearse and walked away. I stared at the keys, then at Meg McCaffrey, who was chewing the head off a Swedish fish. The plane had been stocked with half a dozen tins of the squishy red candy. Not anymore. Meg had single-handedly brought the Swedish fish ecosystem to the brink of collapse. I'm supposed to drive? I wondered. Is this a rental hearse? I'm pretty sure my New York junior driver's license doesn't cover this. Meg shrugged. During our flight, she'd insisted on sprawling on the Cessna's sofa, so her dark pageboy haircut was flattened against the side of her head. One rhinestone-studded point of her cat-eye glasses poked through her hair like a disco shark fin. The rest of her outfit was equally disreputable. Floppy red high tops, threadbare yellow leggings, and the well-loved knee-length green frock she'd gotten from Percy Jackson's mother. By well-loved, I mean the frock had been through so many battles, been washed and mended so many times, it looked less like a piece of clothing and more like a deflated hot air balloon. Around Meg's waist was the pièce de résistance, her multi-pocketed gardening belt. Because children of Demeter never leave home without one. I don't have a driver's license, she said, as if I needed a reminder that my life was presently being controlled by a 12-year-old. I call shotgun. Calling shotgun didn't seem appropriate for a hearse. Nevertheless, Meg skipped to the passenger's side and climbed in. I got behind the wheel. Soon we were out of the airport and cruising north on I-880 in our rented black Griefmobile. Ah, the Bay Area. I'd spent some happy times here. The vast, misshapen geographic bowl was jam-packed with interesting people and places. I loved the green and golden hills, the fog-swept coastline, the glowing lacework of bridges, and the crazy zigzag of neighborhoods shouldered up against one another, like subway passengers at rush hour. Back in the 1950s, I played with Dizzy Gillespie at Bop City in the Fillmore. During the Summer of Love, I hosted an impromptu jam session in Golden Gate Park with the Grateful Dead. Lovely bunch of guys. But did they really need those 15-minute-long solos? In the 1980s, I hung out in Oakland with Stan Burrell, otherwise known as MC Hammer, as he pioneered pop rap. I can't claim credit for Stan's music, but I did advise him on his fashion choices. Those gold lame parachute pants? My idea. You're welcome, fashionistas. Most of the Bay Area brought back good memories. But as I drove, I couldn't help glancing to the northwest, toward Marin County and the dark peak of Mount Tamalpais. We gods knew the place as Mount Othrys, seat of the Titans. Even though our ancient enemies had been cast down, their palace destroyed, I could still feel the evil pull of the place, like a magnet trying to extract the iron from my now mortal blood. I did my best to shake the feeling. We had other problems to deal with. Besides, we were going to Camp Jupiter. Friendly territory on this side of the bay. I had Meg for backup. I was driving a hearse. What could possibly go wrong? The Nimitz Freeway snaked through the East Bay flatlands, past warehouses and docklands, strip malls and rows of dilapidated bungalows. To our right rose downtown Oakland, its small cluster of high-rises facing off against its cooler neighbor San Francisco across the bay, as if to proclaim, "We are Oakland. We exist too." Meg reclined in her seat, propped her red high tops up on the dashboard, and cracked open her window. I like this place.